Hi everybody, it's Liz Stewart here from Energetic Oils, and I want to congratulate you on making the choice to make more health decisions in your life and start the natural way of living. So you've got a kit or you've got some oils and you'd really like some knowledge on what to do with them, right? And so many of us are stuck home right now, so I hope I can provide a bit of value for you in learning about your oils in this format. So take some time listening to this, break it up into parts if you have to, and it's recorded so you can come back to it as you wish. So I'm going to talk about the top 10 essential oils today, the ones that are used the most in our home. So this is mostly what people get started with, and these are my personal go-tos nearly every day. And I'd like to share some tips and tricks on how to use these top 10 essential oils in your daily life, because we need to start looking at our health in terms of daily habits and what we can be doing for ourselves a little bit every day so we can make our world and our homes less toxic, and we can use essential oils to be helping living a more healthy lifestyle. So we know that essential oils can be really effective, but they're really potent as well. So one drop of peppermint essential oil is the equivalent of 28 cups of peppermint tea. So these oils are really potent, they're pure and they're strong. So we're going to use them a little bit often. And what we want to be doing is knowing the 3 different ways we can be using all essential oils. So the first way is aromatic. So we can simply just open the bottle and smell the oil. So you can enjoy the oil straight from the bottle, and using peppermint oil is going to be very uplifting. This is great at the moment for clearing out the sinuses actually, and it tastes beautiful in raw chocolate. So the second way you can be using it is in your food. So you can also put it in your chocolate and be cooking with these oils. I like to put a drop of some essential oils in my drink. I'm currently drinking green mandarin, and always start with less. So if you're not really sure, always start with 1 drop because they are very, very strong oils. So when we're using them as aromatics, we can use a diffuser. We can use a cold water sonic diffuser. So doTERRA has 2 different versions. Some of you have the petal, which is a round one, and some have a lumo. Now you can use other diffusers, just make sure that they're cold water ones and that they aren't the old traditional burning ones. We don't burn our oils anymore because it actually will ruin the oils. So just like when you're cooking with wine, the heat destroys the good part of the oils. So peppermint is beautifully aromatic, and we can use this as a beautiful boost for ourselves. It is great for lifting the mood. So if you're struggling in the mornings to get out of bed, or you have that 3 o'clock dip in the afternoon, peppermint's a really perfect one for that. I like to use it simply by touching my thumb to the top of the bottle and putting it to the roof of my mouth. It is massively refreshing, and it really clears the sinuses as well. And it's like that big kick for the day. So try that out. It's quite amazing, and it tastes like the mint of Arnott's mint slice. So it's that real minty freshness like toothpaste. So if you've been having a coffee and you have to talk to clients, then peppermint's a great way to clear the mouth as well. Now, our essential oils are sourced from all over the world. So we know that lavender, right, can be sourced from Australia, it can be sourced from anywhere. That doesn't mean to say it's going to give us the same effect on our body that we want it to be. We want lavender to be calming and relaxing. So they've sourced this one from Bulgaria because it is soft and gentle, and it chemically gives us what we need from the Bulgarian lavender. The Australian lavender, on the other hand, is a really woody, lavender, so we don't get it from here. So this is the lavender that we want. So they take time to go all over the world and source these oils from everywhere, so we can have the best of the soil and how it's grown, because we all know soil's depleted these days, and some plants aren't going to be as good as the others. So with the essential oils, they've been sourced for their quality, because that's what doTERRA is. It's all about quality. And in Australian marketing, it only has to state that it's 3% of essential oil to have 100% written on that bottle. it's absurd, really. So doTERRA go to many different lengths to make sure that we actually get 100% essential oil in every single bottle. They test every single batch. You'll be able to find a batch number on the bottom of every bottle. So we can check source to you, which is a program that they use, which allows us to see the batch and what goes into testing that batch. So if that interests you, check that out, because it's really fascinating, actually. So lavender is beautiful on the body, but we can also use this one for burns and cuts and bites. So this actually stays near my kitchen all the time because I have kids, and they always get minor grazes, and it's really handy for that. It's very gentle oil. So lavender's a really good one to have in your kit. Now, lemon is a beautiful cleansing oil. This is a great one to pop in your water in the morning, because most of us know that lemon water in the morning is very detoxifying for the body. Apart from the fact that when you're squeezing lemon into a drink, it's very full of citric acid, okay? So lemon essential oil comes from the rind of the fruit and contains no citric acid. So we know that when we're having a lemon essential oil, it's going to be very powerful for the body, but doesn't contain any citric acid, and it won't strip the teeth. So by using this, you're actually getting the same benefit without the harmful problem to your teeth. So lemon is really lovely in salad dressing as well. I really like this with a bit of olive oil, a bit of vinegar, and 1 to 2 drops of the lemon. So the lemon can actually act as a preservative to your salad as well. So it's really, really simple way of using your lemon oil instead. And I really love it for its cleansing powers. It's actually great to clean your mirrors with. I simply make up a spray bottle with lemon oil and water, and that's simply something that you can use to clean your mirrors. So when you're making up sprays, it's going to be nice and strong. So we're going to be using about 30 drops of the essential oil in a bottle, and then top it up with water, and then you're just going to shake it every time, so you actually know it'll disperse properly. So that's how I've replaced all of the chemicals in my home, and it's been really important to my family that I've kept out all the chemicals, and I've really enjoyed switching over to natural form. It's been amazing, and it's actually a lot cheaper. So this bottle costs about $12.50, I think, off the top of my brain, and I'm only using 30 drops in there with water, and I can reuse this spray constantly. So it's something that maybe costs 50 cents to make. And at the moment, when everyone's needing to save a lot of money, it's really important that we find these awesome ways of lowering chemicals that aren't going to be putting pressure on our immune systems and our endocrine system, and it's going to be better for our body. I know I'd prefer my kids to be inhaling essential oils rather than chemicals, because it's no good, and it's going to make our bodies be under stress. And what's going to happen when you're under stress? You're going to get sick and prone to things. We want to stay away from that. So the 3 ways of using essential oils, again, are aromatically, so breathing them in using a diffuser, or straight from the bottle, or from your hands. You can pop a drop in your hands, rub your hands together and breathe them in. And that is a really quick, easy way of doing it. The other way is to take them in food, so as a food additive, so in salads and raw chocolates, and in your cooking, basically everyday cooking. And the other way is to use them topically. So we can use things like roller bottles. We can make rollers for our feet, and we can make rollers to be going on our skin to replace things like perfume. We can roll it on our throat to give our throat a break, because we talk a lot, and that's where we can store some horrible, nasty stuff. And it can be helpful when we roll it on our skin. So the skin can act as a beautiful carrier for taking it into our bodies better. So when we do actually make up a roller, you want to use a fractionated coconut oil, and then it will help actually drive it deeper into the skin. Essential oils are really volatile, and they want to escape into the air. So when you put them on your skin, you want to trap them there and make them go into the skin properly. So we add a carrier. So doTERRA choose to use a fractionated coconut oil, but you can use things like jojoba, almond, anything that you like to use in your own skin. So lemon, peppermint, and lavender is a beautiful combination to actually help open the sinuses and the airways together. So this is my springtime blend. So when you're starting to get really sneezy and you're suffering from spring affecting you, this powerful combo is amazing. So lavender stops the itching, and lemon helps clear the sinus, and so does the peppermint. It'll clear the mind as well. So when you're feeling really clouded and can't stop sneezing, then these three are your powerhouse combos for your springtime. Love them, and I use them a lot. So easy air. Everybody needs easy air right now because this is going to be cleaning out air. This is also known as breathe in other countries. So is amazing for opening up the airways and purifying the air of nasties. Okay, so it is a blend of an essential oils, and it is perfect in a diffuser. My son actually uses this for sleep, and he says it just helps him breathe better. He likes to actually have it in his diffuser or rubbed onto his chest. So we can use a hard coconut oil to make a chest rub, and it is really simple to make. So you can grab a container and some coconut oil from the cupboard and simply add 10 drops of Easy Air or Breathe and add it to your coconut oil and rub it on your chest each night, because this is going to help you breathe better in your sleep and you're going to feel more rested. Lots of us don't breathe properly when we're sleeping. So if we're taking in more oxygen, then we're going to feel more rested at night. It's a handy little oil. So On Guard is something that we all should be using right now. So On Guard is our protective blend. This is a powerhouse when it comes to the world today and what's going on right now. This is a blend of wild orange and clove and cinnamon and a few others, and I love it. It reminds me a little bit of mulled wine. And I love the clove component. I actually clean with the On Guard a lot. So as you can see, I have a spray bottle made up. This is my benchtop cleaner, and it's my bathroom cleaner because On Guard has clove in it, and clove actually will kill mold. And it's an ancient remedy for sore infected teeth, actually. Dentists used to use clove a lot before they knocked people's teeth out, because it would provide an anesthetic feel, and it would be amazing for them to be able to give a little bit of pain relief. So this is awesome for a sore throat. Yes, absolutely perfect. And the way I use that is I grab an empty On Guard bottle, I add a spritzer top to it, and I add 10 drops of On Guard, and then I top it up with water. So you can be using this as a throat spray like that, and it will go right into the back of your throat and numb your throat. So if you're starting to feel a little bit scratchy here, you can be using this. These are so good and really handy. So never throw out your old bottles, because I actually use these constantly, and I have lots of little roller tops and spritzer tops that I make and give out as gifts, actually. So this is a handy one to have. So On Guard is brilliant. I also like to use On Guard on my kids every morning before they go to school, because we went back to school. Hooray! So On Guard is rolled down their backs and on their feet every day. And we haven't been sick in 4 years, and it's been phenomenal. So this gives us the boost that we're been needing, and it's going to keep us happy and healthy for the remainder. So whichever way you're using On Guard is going to be brilliant. I actually can use this as a gargle as well, but actually I made raw chocolate with this the other day, and the raw chocolate tasted awesome. I have to do it again because I think it's become a favorite flavor of mine. It's so good. And if any of you want the recipe for that, please let me know. I'm happy to share. So we've got frankincense next. Frankincense is the king of all oils. Now, this beautiful oil comes from frankincense tears in Somalia, which doTERRA actually work farmer direct. We do not have middlemen that add fillers and synthetics to the oils. doTERRA choose to go straight to the farmers and pay them on time fair wages, which is amazing. because right now the frankincense trees are being rested. The farmers are still being paid anyway, which I love. I love that they're still supporting lots and lots of communities with their projects. So frankincense comes from Somalia and it is divine. I personally use this one for headaches, and I like to put this one to the roof of my mouth and the back of my neck because it helps me get rid of my headaches. And I love this one to boost any other oil. I like to put it with peppermint to make it more uplifting, and I like to put it with lavender to make it more relaxing. It is phenomenal as a booster. So only ever use 1 drop of this at a time, because this is a beautiful rare oil and you don't want to be using too much of this. But this is really amazing for skincare. I'm 39 and I've been using essential oils for the nearly 4 years on my face, and I like to think that it's made my skin beautiful lately, and makes me feel really good to use the essential oils on my skin every single day. I prefer it to chemicals, and they make me feel happy. So I'm using them for physical reasons and emotional reasons, and lately the emotional support is something that we all need right now. Okay, so you can look at things in your environment that are making things harder, and if you're switching the chemicals out for something a bit more natural, you're just going to take these little bit of stresses off yourself. Okay, so we're going to talk about ice blue next. Now, ice blue is also known as deep blue in other countries. So it's ice blue in Australia and deep blue in America. And this is a brilliant blend. So it is so amazing for sore muscles. It is phenomenal for after the gym and after the workouts that you've been doing, or work at home, or sitting and staring at a computer all day. It is amazing on the muscle. It goes in deep and it is nice and warming, and then it goes cool. So you can imagine that warming, cooling effect, how that actually helps the muscles. So I really love ice blue to help me go to sleep. This is phenomenal down the back and over the hips when you're about to go to bed, because it allows the body to just be a little bit more relaxed, and you can actually sleep more deeply using this oil. It's also really nice layered with frankincense. So if you put frankincense on first and then you put ice blue on after, it actually gives this beautiful, really deep muscle effect. So you can try using it as a layer technique and see how you go. It's awesome. You've really got to try this one. This one's got a child safety lid on it because it's not for food. It's purely for on your skin. Yeah, it's nice. It's good. I like this one. Okay. So Digesten. Digesten is a beautiful digestive oil. This is for any tummy related problem. So if you've eaten too much, if you've had a few too many drinks, if you've got any tummy issues, then this is the oil that you want. When we are using this one, I prefer to use this straight on my tummy, and with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil, I put it in my hand, just 2 drops, and a bit of coconut oil, and I rub it on. And when you use Digesten, it is really ideal that you use it in a clockwise motion. So you're going around and down. If you go the other way, it's going to come back up. It works really quickly, this oil. So it is going to help your gut resolve anything that's going on in there and help it move down and out. Don't want it to come up. So make sure you're using the essential oil in the right way. So Digesten can also be taken in a glass of water if you like the taste. I prefer not to, but that's just me. And if you like it that way, feel free. So Digesten is a lovely oil on the tummy, and especially at nighttime when your guts need to be settling whatever you've taken in during the day, it can be just beautiful before you go to bed. Now, tea tree is a beautiful cleansing oil. I really enjoyed using tea tree in a lot of my cleaning. So I actually like using tea tree and lemon together in lots of my spray bottles, because I love that purifying smell of tea tree. It also comes from Australia, so this is something that is close to my own heart. I live in Australia, and it's one that I would love to use and smell because it reminds me of that clean, fresh smell all the time. So one of my favorite tricks that I like to do is put it inside the toilet roll. There's a bit of cardboard in there, so I call it the free diffuser, and you tip about 6 drops inside the cardboard. And as my young boys, they go to the toilet and they turn it over, it releases the tea tree scent. And I actually find that it helps the toilet just to stay fresh and clean and beautiful. So that's just a beautiful little trick to do with tea tree. It's also really good for skin. So if you're having any skin issues, then tea tree can be used just spotted on like that, or you can actually make it as part of your facial moisturizer every day to help keep clear skin. And the last of our top 10 kit is oregano. Now, oregano should be treated like chili. It is a hot oil and it needs to be treated with care. This one should be kept out of the way of young kids, because if they were to touch it, or even if you touch it and then touch your face, it will have that bit of a burning feel. So we treat this one with caution. When we're cooking with this one, then we are actually going to be very, very cautious because it is strong. It is a very strong herb. When we cook with it, use a toothpick and then into your pasta sauce, because it is that strong. You cannot take it out once you've added it, so I suggest you start lightly. If you want to add more, you can, but just start with that first toothpick first, because then you can taste it and see if you like it, right? Or if you're really unsure, just add 1 drop of oregano to the whole bottle of olive oil that you're using, and that would make a beautiful salad dressing with lemon oil and a bit of vinegar. Really, really tasty stuff. Oregano is also really beautiful during those times that we can't get out of bed and we feel rotten. This is a really potent herb to be using on the bottom of your feet. Grab some coconut oil and add some oregano, just 1 drop of course, and put it on your feet for 10 days, because this is going to help you not feel so sick. And if you understand what I'm talking about, then this is really potent right now. And if you haven't got your hands on oregano, this little bottle lasts for months and months on end. Any bottle that you see in the 15 ml has 255 drops, I think, in it. And if I used 1 drop of lemon in my water every single day, then that's going to take 255 days to use this entire bottle. So some of these you'll use quick and some of these you'll use slow. So these amazing little oils can be lasting for ages. Personally, I love fresh oregano, but it would never last 255 days or longer in my fridge. So these herbs are powerful, and it would taste way better than dried herbs as well, because it's just a pure essential oil. There's nothing in there. And it is phenomenal to have this in my cupboard and to be able to access it anytime. Oh, I love it. I love having my hands on these oils. So I hope that has helped today with learning a little bit more about your top 10 essential oils. And I'd really love to do some of the other oils as well for you. So if you have any questions, feel free to send me messages. And of course, we will touch back in and have a look at what you need help with. So I hope you have a beautiful day, and I look forward to chatting with you all again soon. Bye.